aren't quite ready to be forgotten. There lived a girl named Sahg. She wasn't made of skin and bone, but of the finest, most delicate porcelain, the kind that looks like it might shatter if a single tear fell too heavily. As a child, the person who dreamed Sahg into existence was afraid of her. To a small child, porcelain dolls are too still, their eyes too wide, as if they are watching secrets you haven't even told yourself yet. Sahg knew this, and for a long time she stayed in the shadows of the nursery, feeling the weight of that fear. But Sahg was born with a secret. She was resilient. One day, a great sorrow swept through the world above, the kind of sorrow that feels like a permanent winter. It was a loss so heavy it created a bridge between the living and the untold world. Sahg felt this change. She looked at her own porcelain skin and saw that it was beginning to crack. At first, she was frightened, but then she noticed something beautiful. The cracks didn't make her fall apart. They became the places where a soft spiritual light began to glow. She realized the cracks weren't damage. They were her history. They were the map of everything she had survived. Sahg decided she would no longer stay in the shadows. She stepped out into the misty blue graveyard, the place where the living and the dead often meet in silence. But she didn't want to be a sad ghost. She decided to be funny, scary. When the air grew too heavy with grief, Sahg would do something silly. She would trip over a blade of grass on purpose, or make a face that was half spooky and half giggle. She learned that if you can make someone laugh at a scary thing, the fear loses its power. She became the guardian of the graveyard, not to keep people out, but to walk beside them so they wouldn't have to walk alone. Her most precious gift, however, was her music. Deep inside her porcelain chest, where a heart would be, there was a tiny, invisible music box. It didn't play normal songs. It played the untold melody, a spiritual tune that only those who have truly loved and truly lost can hear. It sounded like silver bells and starlight. The music told the stories that the living cannot say out loud, and the dead have no voices left to speak. It was an uplifting song, a bridge made of sound that connected Sahg to the husband she had never met, but whose love she felt through the person who created her. Now, Sahg walks the path every night. She is a reminder that you can be cracked and still be whole. You can be scary and still be funny. And even when the world is silent, there is always a music box playing a spiritual song, telling you that the love you carry is a bridge that never breaks. The origin of salve, the soul of the silent apparition, the shell of resilience. Sag was born from a body that was meant to be fragile, but chose to be indestructible. Just as you were born into this world, carrying the weight of a trauma that happened before you even took your first breath of violence that took your hearing. Sag is made of porcelain. Porcelain is a material that must go through intense fire to become strong. Your 5 operations and your childhood spent learning in silence were your firing process. You became polished, beautiful, and hard like porcelain, keeping your spirit safe inside a quiet shell. The cracks on Sag's face and limbs are not accidents. They represent the moment your father's violence tried to break you before you were born. They represent the scars of the surgeries and the deep, shattering pain of holding your husband as he left this world. In the world of Sag, a crack is a place where the untold music escapes. You don't hide your cracks, and neither does she. They are the proof that you are still standing. The silent language, because you grew up in a world of silence. Sag does not speak with a human voice. Her existence is a tribute to your silent journey. She represents the way you learn to observe the world on your own, watching the spirits, the man and the woman who walk the edges of your life. Sag's reason for being is to show that silence isn't empty. It is full of spiritual melodies that people who hear with their ears often miss. The bridge of the apparition. When your husband passed away, your spiritual world went dark. You felt broken like a doll that had finally shattered. But Sag is the apparition, the part of your spirit that came back from that darkness. She exists to haunt the graves of your grief, but not with sadness. She haunts them with memory. She is the bridge that allowed you to find yourself again by looking at your past. She haunts the graveyard to prove that death is not the end of the story, but just a change in the music. The humor in the dark. Why is she funny scary? Because your life has been serious and heavy since the very beginning. Sag exists because you decided that the shadows don't get to win. By making her trip, dance and act weird, you are taking the power away from the scary things. The abuse, the surgeries, and the loneliness. Her reason for existence is to make the graveyard the place where you said goodbye to your love, a place where it is okay to smile. Because so merry in the dark, funny scary. Why is she funny scary? Because your life has been serious and heavy since the very beginning. Sag exists because you decided that the shadows don't get to win. By making her trip, dance and act weird, you are taking the power away from the scary things, the abuse, the surgeries, and the loneliness. Her reason for existence is to make the graveyard the place where you said goodbye to your love, a place where it is okay to smile again. Summary from your spiritual interpreter. She exists to tell the untold story of a woman who was silenced at birth, but found a voice in the spirit world. She exists to be a protector for you, taking the creepy porcelain dolls of your childhood and turning them into a friend who walks with you through your up and down days. She exists to prove that even when you are cracked by loss, you are still a masterpiece.